national flag hangs limp up mast. The whole of our nation yearns for the past. The two we remember, the men who stood strong, that would rise to the fight when freedom went wrong. And I said, oh, what's going on? Nation, eroded by time, with its crushed population just towing the line. They're unnourished with poisons and brought up on lies. They wave foreign banners as the patriots die. I said, oh, what's going on?
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to a rather quick and impromptu live stream. Wasn't planning on doing this today, but current events in France seem to be the hot topic. So as it's an impromptu, I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes while we wait to see how many more people join us, as we've literally kicked this off at nearly 10 to 10 on a Monday evening. Not probably the best time to be doing it, but it's something that I think we need to sort of pay attention to and have a look at, as it looks like the French have gone au vive de la révolution. And interesting times indeed. So I'll just check my nose is sore. I slipped and banged it. The things you do. Right then. So at the moment there's only 4 watching. I'm gonna go into the thing. You can obviously most people will be able to catch up on YouTube when it gets loaded up. So then there was rumblings at the beginning of the day that all was not well in the French Parliament, that some of the things that the French government wanted to do to address their huge debts, which I'll go into in a bit, really did backfire. And there's been a vote of no confidence in the French government. And let's bring up the article. We have an article, so let's bring it up. So France is plunged into chaos as Prime Minister loses vote of confidence. This was about 2 hours ago. Apparently it's a 3-minute read. We'll go through it and we'll sort of cover this because I think it's quite important. Evening, Tony. Welcome. So, the French Parliament has voted to bring down the government over its plans to tame a ballooning national debt, plunging Europe's second largest economy into crisis after the Prime Minister was ousted. Slip and bang it, Eddie. It sounds like a English village. It does. So, President Emmanuel Macron will be forced to search for his 5th Prime Minister in 12 months. Good evening, Stephen. After an overwhelming 364 to 194 result against François Bayrou in a vote of confidence or no confidence. Mr. Macron has indicated he wants to avoid another parliamentary election, and on his Monday, his office said that he would name a new Prime Minister in the coming days. The government's most pressing task will be to pass a budget, the very same challenge Mr. Bayrou faced when he took office, securing the very backing of a divided parliament will be equally hard. By calling for a vote, are the French waking up? The French have woken up big time, absolutely big time. French politics is odd because they have a prime minister, but their president does all the public experiences. World leaders, yeah, but it's the French. Let's be honest, it's the French. That's all I need to say. So, by calling for a vote of confidence on the 25th of August, Mr. Bayrou hoped it would rally support for his €44 billion, that's £38 billion, austerity plan for 2026. The opposition, however, regarded Monday as a referendum on whether Mr. Bayrou should remain as Prime Minister. Mr. Bayrou held the position as head of government for just 9 months. He did well. 3 times longer than his predecessor, Michael Barnier, was the EU dude, who was ousted in record time after losing no confidence voting last December. A close ally of Mr. Macron's and a politician with decades of experience, Mr. Bayrou, 74, well, they always pick old people. Experience, I guess. Implored the National Assembly moments before the vote on Monday to back his budget, saying France's debts were submerging us. Theirs is bigger than ours. Vive la révolution, indeed. You have the power to bring down the government, but you do not have the power to ease reality, he said. Reality will remain relentless, expenses will continue to rise, and the burden of debt, unbearable, will grow heavier and more costly. Sounds like the speech that's probably going to be said in November, except, of course, ours won't be a vote of confidence. French birds are nice. Hey, do you need to? Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. They do like their hairy armpits. Mr. Macron, weathering the blame for France's political crisis after he called a surprise snap election last year that resulted in a deadlocked parliament where no single party secured a clear majority, leaving the far right in a pivotal position to influence government stability, of which now, funnily enough, 7 of them have mysteriously died in their houses. Yeah. I suppose the president is the CEO and the PM is the operating manager or accountant. That makes logical sense, and I concur with that. The president could now nominate. Oh, I've gone too far. A president could now nominate a politician with his own centrist minority ruling group or the ranks of the Conservatives as next premier. But that would mean doubling down on a strategy that's failed to yield a stable alliance. He could tack to the left and nominate a moderate socialist or a technocrat. No scenario would likely to hand the government a parliamentary majority. It was inevitable that they need to form a new government that results in the dilution and of the deficit reduction plan, Finance Minister Eric Lombard said before the vote. Boris Vallaud, the head of the French Socialist Party, said his party is ready to govern if Mr. Macron asks them to do so. We are ready. Of course they are. If he comes to search for us, he told the National Assembly before the vote. France has one of the highest levels of spending in Europe. It certainly does. Last year, public spending accounted for 57% of the country's gross domestic product, GDP, on financing health, welfare, and general pensions and unemployment benefits. Our 95.5% of our GDP in this country goes just to service our loans and our debts. So, although theirs is bigger, ours is causing us more problems. This has led to a deficit rising national debt, which stands at €3.35 trillion, which is £2.9 trillion. As a financial year ending March 2025 equates to almost 114% of GDP. There we go. By comparison, the UK debt is 2.9 trillion, represents 96% of GDP. It's actually 95.5% to be precise. Hello, David, and welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining me as we discuss France self-imploding. And that is the end of that article there. But there is more to come. And I will be doing it whilst chatting. So, interesting times, of course. Interesting times. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Little bit of an issue there. Press the wrong button. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. It's a technical issue. It's a technical issue. I pressed the wrong button. I am back. It wasn't the police. I haven't had the stream shut down. I am okay. We're all good. We're all good. Everything is good. Everything is good. It's because I'm looking for other things. Let's get some more information up on here. So let's bring some more information. Let's make sure that the articles are. Lily did the reset. Yeah, sorry, it was me. It was me. Right then, so let's change the article. We've had that one. So as you can see, this was breaking news. It's a bit later now. It was what 6:27 p.m. It's the only time I've had a chance to get a hiya, Lorna. Welcome to the chat. So, French Parliament has voted to remove Prime Minister Francois Bayrou from office, bring down his government. Emmanuel Macron may announce his new parliamentary elections now with Marine Le Pen's right-wing party ahead in the polls. This is fantastic news. He's not going to call another election. I don't think he's going to call the next election because that he knows where that's going to go, and he's going to try and avoid that with all distinct possibilities. It's absolute madness. It really is, but not surprising either. To be fair, it is what it is. So, please excuse me if I seem to be waffling. I am trying to bring up all the information that that I had, and I can't find it because, of course, I can't find it because I need to. As you can see, I'm just trying to find it. I'm trying right here. We go. I found what I wanted. Found what I wanted. So let's bring that up. There is a video here which has got a translation because we love flags. It's all over France now as well. Excellent. Let's just keep it going. We are, and everybody is rising. So I'm going to bring this up. Hopefully this will work and you can be able to hear it. So the French government collapses. They're now demanding the impeachment or resignation of Macron. Hello, the Saxon. Welcome. Hello, Absolutely Average. Welcome. Hello, everyone. As I said, thank you for joining me on this rather impromptu live stream as we cover the unfolding issues that are currently occurring in France. As it appears, the French have gone vive la revolution and decided that they've had enough, which is hardly surprising, really, considering what they're doing. I can't remember where I read it, but France is meant to be shut down on the 10th. Well, this is what's going to happen, and this is what I'm discussing now, is the fact that protests everywhere. Yep. Hello, Matthew. Welcome. So, as it says here, the entire country will brought to a standstill in 2 days' time. On the 10th, that is correct, as the people take to the streets to demand change. We hear you, France. Ladies and gentlemen, here in the United Kingdom, the one thing that I always... Hello, Chill Winston. I'm all good, mate. Hope you're fine. You see, in France, when the French people have had enough, they just stop doing anything and they go on the streets to protest. They don't work. Everything shuts down. The country just grinds to a halt. And that's what we need to do here. Will it affect the price of frogs' legs? It might do. It might do. There might be a shortage. The EU's crumbling. Yes, the Saxon. It is. It's falling apart, as it always will have, because it's a utopian design that was never going to succeed. So they're going to go on strike. Now, I'm going to play this little clip. Hopefully, let me know if you can hear it. I'm hoping it will work. So I'm going to play a bit. It's translated, so let me know. Let's go. Put one in the chat if you could hear that, and then I'll play the whole thing. So if you could hear that, because sometimes, for some other reason, on Rumble, it doesn't do it properly. So please feel free. Let me know. Number one in the chat if you just heard that little snippet of that. And then I can play the rest. Hello, I speak the truth. Hi, Gav. You all right? 0. No. No sound. It does this all the time, and I don't know why it does it on here. It's playing on my headphones. I can hear it, but for some unknown reason, it doesn't want to play it. Evening, Lorraine. The only other way I could do it. Let me just get my headphones on. Let's see if I can hear it through the headphone. Right then. One. Can you hear it now? Can you hear the audio on monitor and output? It works. It works on everything else except this. Rumble seems to have an issue with this. I'm not sure what it is. Hello, leave my rights alone. If it's not working, how about I try? Let me try something different. I'm going to put my headphones over the mic, and let's see if you can hear this. So let's try this. See if this works. Now, did that work? Or is it actually not even coming out my headphones? Weird. Let me play it again. No, it's definitely coming from my headphones. It's just not outputting. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, it's on monitor and output. No, okay. Well, we can't hear it. So back. I don't know why it does it. It does this all the time on Rumble. So we'll have to scrub playing the video. So basically, what it is this lady here on the screen is basically saying that Macron needs to go. They want to impeach him. They're going to bring the country to a stop in 2 days. Yeah, I'll either get the instructions out. Yeah, I know. Drew try settings out. I've tried it all. It's all. See, the thing is, it works on everything but this. Everything but this. It's all on monitor and output. Everything's active. Desktop audio. Yeah, it's on. Right. Well, let's just see if we can. I'm gonna fiddle with that setting. I'm gonna try one more time. Let me know. Hold on. Let's try again. I'm determined to get this to work. It doesn't want to do it. Everything I do. You didn't hear that either, did you? Why? I don't know why it does that. It is. Yep. Yep. Everything's fine. Capture audio. Capture. Yep. Everything's. Um. Everything's supposed to be okay. It just doesn't want to do it. Fuck it. Bloody thing. YouTube redacted sound? Maybe. They might do. I mean, it might be something to do with that. In fact, it probably is something to do with that. Well, if you want to hear it, I will mute yourself. Okay. Well, let's try that. Let's try that. Did that work? Because if it didn't, I'm just going to lob the monitor. Try me. I've just muted. Yeah, I'll put my mic back on. No idea. Cracking impromptu, mate, as usual. Well, you have to do the best that you can do when things like it could be a background update that's messy. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, see, I like just look at me. True YouTube live stream professional, you see. No. Oh, I'll tell you what, I can't do anything, can I? Use the sound up. Yep, sound is up. It's on everything. It's even shown unplug the headphones. I've tried that. That didn't work. Nothing works. Fuck it. I don't care. We'll have to leave it at that. And I'll tell you what, if in doubt, throw it out. It's going out the window. It's just got to go. It's just technology. So, in any case, she was speaking French, in any case, and it was not really worth listening to, I guess. Next slide, please. Oh, that brings back the Coof memories, doesn't it? Next slide, please. This next slide's going to tell you how we're going to lie to you about this piece of shit now and all. It's my own fault. It's my own fault because I used up any of my days looking, half opening my pack of bacon with the actual peel here slip. It's my fault. Click on the speaker. I've done that. It's on. Look. It's yeah. Look. See. Look. Full power. It's on maximum. It's on. It just doesn't want to do. Yeah. No, still doesn't want to do it. To do with your output, just drop a link in the chat. Yeah, I will do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from there. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to copy that. Oh, here we go. This could go wrong. This could go wrong. Let's go. All. This will be paste and enter. And I've dropped the link to the article. There you go. So you can listen to it yourselves now, and you can also now see everything because I didn't take it off article. Oh, I tell you what, flipping out, give me a job. I'm as smooth as GB News and their opening days. Oh dear. Join late, Mr. G, but I'll catch up later. Don't worry, Mad Doc, Max. It was a completely impromptu idea. I have a hotel room booked for the 13th. Nice. Well done, Stephen. I unfortunately will not be able to make the 13th. I have, family commitments, for one, and two, at this present moment in time, after just coming back off my holiday, I'm kind of skint. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact I got bought me Jack Daniels, I'd be skint. Have JD now as well. So let's just bring that article back up. Right, so they're going to bring the country to a halt for 2 days. Love that. I bring back the traditional French solutions with disgraced leaders. Absolutely. Oh, I like that one. Dean the Dreamcatcher. And you are immigration, the new 5th horseman of the apocalypse. This is very true. This is what people think France is like. And this is what it's actually like. Yeah, it's awesome. Hello, OD. I'm heartbroken. Norway just re-elected Labour for another 4 more years. So many more migrants here. It feels like the left will rule forever. Keep the faith. That's all I can say. Just keep the faith. Eventually, things will change. The French have just managed to do it. So, yeah. So France is falling apart. There is no two ways about it. I've been learning the screen record feature on my video and stuff. Lots of videos of me saying, "Is it on?" Yeah, I've done that as well. Or my favourite one is when I was doing a gaming video. It was working as far as I was concerned. It was all working. So I recorded a whole episode of gaming, which it was a video that was going to be broken into 4 sections. It was an hour, and I went on and did it all, and it was absolutely brilliant. And of course, the fucking mic wasn't on. Oh! I just love what you're doing, mate, all over socials. Keep I will do my best. Thank you very much for all your support. We will carry your spirit, brother, better gentleman Jack, 30 years barrel. It's not. I did show it on the last one. It's actually in the Stormtrooper helmet head now, but it was it's a limited edition McLaren one. Jack Daniels and McLaren. So from for this year's Formula One. So that was really nice. It's as I said, I put it in the Stormtrooper head. So if you don't know what the Stormtrooper head is, it's up here. That's my decanter. My sorry, yeah. That's one full bottle of Jack Daniels in there. So it holds a little bit more than that. But there you go. The whole world's gone to shit, Jeff. You're absolutely right. It's gone to shit in a handbasket. It really, really has. Let's put that back. The whole world has gone to shit. It's awful. And France's we're next. Yeah, but the thing is, Matthew, as you'll see there, is the French aren't happy. So they're all of them are going on strike for 2 days. The country will grind to halt. The one thing that I respect the French for is when they want to protest against something, they protest against something and they shut everything down. Unlike here, where we go, we're going to protest. You need to all go. Yeah, it is difficult. The French could have voted Le Pen decades ago, but they didn't. Yeah, well, John, technically they did, but then they said that she couldn't do it because, of course, they don't want that. And the ADF have got loads. No, that's the AFD. Is the Germans, isn't it? Is it the Germans AFD? Yeah, it's all going mad. Everything's going mad. Absolutely mad. Catching up with the chat, any case. What do you think about Starmer closing the hotels? I saw an article saying the migrants were now being moved in houses instead. Yes, they are, Odie. They are. Where, old Yvette Keeper, where if it's housed before she got promoted upwards for failure, because that's how it works here in the UK. We've knocked the bill down by $1 billion. Yeah, you have, by taking them out of the hotels and putting them in HMOs all over the country. They've started arriving here, literally near where I live. It's terrifying. And that's what they'll do. Get your dressing gown ready for Gobstuff, the video showing bacon and now alcohol. You'll get knocked into it. I know. But the thing is, for everyone who's watching, the bacon thing was because in all my years of opening bacon, I've only ever done it once with the thingy, and 2, alcohol. Look, if you don't like bacon and you don't like alcohol, that's not my problem. If you've got an issue with it, go and give yourself a head of wobble. Absolute madman. That rubber dinghies go on strike too. Well, no, the rubber dinghies don't, because we put them on the ferry might not be able to get in. Your ferries might be cancelled, so they might not be able to ship them back this week. He's a shareholder, mate. So, yeah, they are moving. Yeah, AFD is Germany. Yeah, they are the resistance. Yes, and they're also, if I remember quite rightly, there is now 7 AFD MPs who have been found dead in mysterious circumstances. It's almost as if, remember, Dean, you're in the UK. I've just said my name. And, yeah, I'll leave it to you. They just move them into cross spreadsheet. Yes, Robert, what they've done is they've taken it out of the illegal immigrant budget and put it into the social security budget, and then it'll disappear. I was watching GB News before. It says that Chagos costs 47 billion. Wow, you see, you think this, Jeff, is a brilliant idea. Is what we'll do is we own an island, so we'll give an island back and then rent it back off the people we gave it back to keep our bases there and the American bases there. But the problem with that is, of course, is part of the deal is we have to tell Mauritius when we're going to launch something from the base and where it's going, so they can tell everybody. Yeah. Nothing surprises. The packet's got to be warm to open it properly. Well, this is probably true. Exactly, Gobs. If people just don't eat bacon, don't drink. Yeah, France has arised. Hello, Bobby Crush. Albion should arise as well. I absolutely agree. Mahmoud said that countries take back citizens with few visas. Don't believe what it. Yeah, bollocks in it. Steaming, raging bollocks. We're not going to give you visas. We'll give you a student one. Yeah, because if you're Gazan, we'll do that. Even though no one else in the world wants them, we'll give them. Yep, it's bullshit. Alba arise. Money well spent, in my opinion. Well, yeah, it could be. He should be arrested for treason. 100%. CCP, anyone? Yeah. Evening, Herman the Tosser. Welcome. If they can give away the Chagos Islands, they can give away any UK territory, including the UK itself. They already have, haven't they? I think they've sold it to every other foreign national left. I mean, I don't think we actually fucking own anything anymore that's actually ours in our own country. Oh, no, the place in Birmingham that still makes the referees' whistles. Oh, no, that was sold to the French. I don't think we actually own... I mean, honestly, Oh, I'm being a good boy, by the way. It's Pepsi today. It's Monday. I can't be drinking. I got shit to do. Do we actually own anything in this country that's actually British made, British owned? I've just the number of times I've accepted a 10-minute job that's unaccountable. So forgetting to switch something. That's fucking hilarious. I'm laughing with you, not laughing at you. I get it. I get it. It's sometimes sometimes there's too many walls. I want to smack my head off. Sometimes I just give up. I just really give up. A bacon sandwich and a pint at Weathers goes down well. Absolutely, completely agree. We unforgot exactly. When everybody goes, well, we there's nothing in this country we own. I mean, I live not far from Birmingham, the town of 1,000 trades. I think we do fucking one. Don't let you do that now. I don't know what we do anyway. We own nothing. We have nothing. We own nothing, and we're supposed to be happy. Remember the mantra. Remember the mantra. It all belongs to Joy Refinery except maybe Miliband's new company. No. That'll have foreign investors as well. I mean, it's like that. We're going to build new nuclear reactors to make Britain secure in energy. We just ask the French and the Chinese to help us. Yeah, because that can't go wrong, can it? Once registered, it's given to the Crown. Exactly. That's absolutely true. No, there's no more manufacturing industry in the UK anymore. I don't know whether you know, but I live not far from Land Rover. It's shut at the moment because of a cyber attack. That's conveniently shut the track down for a week, even though they're struggling to sell the cars. Bacon, crispy to hell, brown sauce. And that's exactly how I ate it just a few moments ago, Stephen. I also remember to dip the bread in the bacon fat because you got to live life. You really have. Even Ineos is building a site in America, $4 billion. Exactly. Yep. Birmingham used to be a huge factory. It produced quality stuff. Now forget it. It produces halal meat and violent people. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We own nothing. Yep. Wow, Klaus, you really got that one right. You certainly did. What do you think about reform wanting to ban pylons? A good idea. So what to replace it? Well, the thing is, it's a great idea. I presume you mean the electricity pylons. This is a great idea to get rid of the pylons. But the problem is, and this is the problem that Miliband doesn't understand and hasn't seen, is the fact that if you want to spread electric underground, it's more expensive. And we just don't have enough copper wire in the world to do the electrics. So it ain't going to work. It really. We don't even own our own army anymore. No, we don't. We don't. I mean, we used to build our own weapons. We don't do that anymore. Jaguar got shut down as well. Yeah, because apparently it was a cyber attack, allegedly. Funny that. Fried bread seeped in bean juice in a sandwich. I'll leave the recipe there. Oh God, yeah. Yeah. So, Odie, answer your question. Again, it's another one of these pie in the sky ideas. Well, we'll ban them and we'll put it. The reason pylons are everywhere is because they're cheaper to do. You can't replace everything. There's an American senator calling for the UK to be removed from their Five Eyes. They no longer feel they can trust. I absolutely agree, and I'm not surprised. My great uncle used to be a QC manager for Rover. My dad worked at Rover, hence why I originally ended up living where I am now. He worked there. He worked in the 70s. Well, I say worked. He was constantly on strike because unions. Bacon fried egg with runny yolks inside is magnificent. On farmhouse thick crusty bread and a mug of tea. In, the transport mugs, the ones where you've got like the last 5,000 users tea stains on the inside. Oh, absolutely awesome. Pylons, are they producing electricity? No. What they're saying is they want to get rid of them because they're an eyesore. But the problem is to take them down and put it under the ground, you have to replace the cables. And as I said, we can't because somebody actually said in the energy industry, the world doesn't own enough copper wiring at the moment to do the job. So it's just ridiculous. Kensington Palace has called prayer now, and they also have a new halal. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Sausage Fingers is a Muslim. and you can't produce it. We'll get sanctioned by the US. Yeah, and of course, Starmer will blame Farage, even though it's nothing to do with him. Making me hungry now, guys. I do apologise. It's more complicated. Electric leaks out of the ground, electricity. And yeah, exactly. It's just like, I've come to the conclusion, to become a politician, which is why none of us are politicians, is you have to be brilliant at coming up with an idea, and that'll do. You don't need anything to think it through. That'll do. Oh, we'll get rid of the pylons. Cables under the ground. Have you asked anyone if you can actually do that? I don't fucking worry about those things as long as we do what we said. But we can't do it. You know, and but then again, that's Labour, isn't it? That's and as far as I'm concerned, the Reform are most definitely now the Tory Party 2.1. Bacon and cheese melted on crumpet. Oh my God, guy, that's 3 of the great food sources all in one there. A crumpet, some melted cheese in general, and bacon. If a general election were held tomorrow, which party would you vote for? Still UKIP? No, I wouldn't. And that's not a bad reflection on UKIP. I have always said and will always continue to maintain that Nick Taccone is one of the greatest boots on the ground people I've ever seen. The man has balls of steel. But unfortunately, UKIP suffer from the damage that Nigel Farage, surprise, surprise, did to the party. And I don't think that's ever going to change. At the moment, now they've passed the 30,000 members and they're registered. I would be more likely to vote for Advance UK at the moment. But then again, it's a long time away. But then again, it may not be that long time ago. I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult, honestly. It really is. And this is the problem. I can't vote Reform because I just can't. I just really can't. You got to change it from aluminium to copper cables. Never come with that stupid diamonds work for London Underground. Yes, PD, exactly. What do they chant when Chubby Brown comes on stage? That woman was arrested in Epping. Sarah said the Reform had not been in touch with us since the flag thing's shocking. No, but they won't. They won't be, Jeff, because they don't like it. They don't like it. See, the problem is with Reform is and you hear this a lot from Reform supporters. Well, they're only saying that now, but once they get in, no. You see, when Trump did his thing, he didn't go this, that, and the other. Wait till I get in. He said, "I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this," and you got to vote for that. No hiding. And the thing is, the simple truth of the Reform is they're very good at saying things that everybody wants to hear at their big conference. And then over the following year, they go back on everything. That's what they did on the last one. Just pay attention. I've been watching an interview with Mike Graham in Heretics podcast. He said politicians are generally odd. Well, they are very odd people. They're very odd people. They really do. Worry about where we put the cables. We won't have any power to put them down soon. Yeah, absolutely, Blue Nose Man. Keep right on, mate. FEA. But you're right. Or even if they do, none of us will be able to fucking afford it. We'll be all here with fucking candles. Won't be able to do this because I won't be able to afford to power the computer. Absolutely mad. God, I miss bacon. Oh, a fat man named Mo living near Moon. Oh, it's I get easy test. Get fluorescent tube. Cover each side with tinfoil. Stand near a substation. Yeah, oh yeah, it's that. Yeah, it does. I know, Stephen. I've seen the thing. I can't remember who did it. Yeah, he had 2, and he held them up above his head, and it whoosh, lit them up. Yeah, you can also. I mean, I used to live not far. Actually, no. Where I used to work, in one of the places I used to work, we had power cables directly over, and you could feel it. You can actually feel it. You can feel the hum. Hold on a second. Got to ask Mrs. G. Answer Mrs. G. I'll be back in a minute. It's all right. Mrs. G's messaged me. She's at work at the moment. She's just checking on some stuff. Now I've got to come back onto YouTube because I remember I can't always see the chat Right then, where were we? I stopped an elderly lady. Yesterday, fell off a mobility scooter. I got a parking ticket. What was I meant to do? Just leave it there. John, bravo and well done, mate, for not walking away. Excellent. Feel a bit hypocritical of people to call for mass deportation while giving his surname. Yes, but the thing is, if you listen to what he says, I genuinely believe, and I take my time, which is why I've not said anything. I take my time to listen to people and pay attention to people, what they do, what they say. And I do genuinely believe that if you cut him, he'd bleed red, white, and blue. I genuinely do. I joined the advance the other week. Well done, Tony. Congrats. I'm thinking of doing it because I can get it. I know now I've got to pay a little bit more because you've gone over 30,000, but it's 15 quid for X Forces, so I think I might join. And I must admit, only Advance and UKIP offer discounts for X Forces if you want to join the party. Just thought I'd mention that. I can never work out if Friday is a wolf in sheep's clothing or a sheep in wolf's clothing. It's too flim-flommy. Flip-flommy? Flip-flommy? I feel like that bloke, was he? Bruce Almighty. Sorry. He flip-flops too much. Can't speak bleeding English. Physics 101, don't get me started with force mass motion. Oh, don't even start. Evening, mate. Didn't realise you were streaming because I was playing Call of Duty. Well, don't apologise, mate. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a great game. Well done. But it's also, mate, it was completely impromptu. I because France looks like it's about to implode on itself, which is a good thing. I thought it just come on. So I joined Advance. They have reached their number 30,000 4 months early. Tommy has joined. Ben will be for speakers on the 13th. Yes, he will be. Oh yes, yeah. I paid £10, Mr. G. Well done. I wanted to see if they hit the 30,000, and now they've hit the 30,000. I'm going to get in. I am. Hi, Mr. G. Check you realise you aren't. It's all right, Morag. Welcome. It was a very, as it said in the title, very impromptu live stream. It was just to cover the fact that France had, well, basically said they don't like Macron and they needs to go. And on the 10th, they're just going to grind the country down to a halt for 2 days. Because the one thing the French, and I've said this before, the one thing the French do really, really well is go on strike and stop everything. The one thing that we could copy from the French is their ability to actually do something and protest against something. Advances are 10 until the end of the week, I think. Well, I shall have a look. Sorry, hello to all the good people in chat. Yeah, well, thank you for the 52 people that are currently watching on YouTube. Although it was 50, it's gone up, it goes down. No one watches on Facebook, and X. It'll only give me the X count if you're you pay and got your blue tick, and so I never know if anyone's watching on X, and I never get a comment off anyone from X because he didn't tell me. But it's on there. I try to put it on everything I can. That's why I use Rumble. Rumble is free, and it allows me to stream to multiple platforms. And also, it's not suppressed as much as YouTube is. I don't believe Reform care about Britain as much as ordinary people do. I think it's a power game for them. John, it's all about... Farage has created it so he can make the Tory party again. Because look at all the Tories that are joining. And my philosophy is... we had 14 years of a Tory government and we've had 1 year of a Labour government. Why would I vote for a party that's full of the people who fucked it up in the first place? Oh, and the fact that every time you say something, 2 or 3 weeks later, you go back on it and change your mind. It's what we need is this is what we need to do. This is how we're going to do it. If that's what you want, vote for me and I'm not changing my points. There you go. That's what we want. That's what we want. French can start working better than stop the Germans. Well, the French were crap at everything like that. They even asked us, and let's be brutally honest, at the beginning, we fucked it up and all. But it is what it is. It's about time. Macron and his old husband have got to go, correct. Which is, yeah. I don't think the only thing the French are good at, they do make good archery targets. That is very good. That is very true, Archie Colin. Yes. Agincourt got a lot of practice in there. Very, very good. They do make good archery targets. I can never get on Rumble. Oh, it's a shame. I'm very upset with a very upset nephew. Which goes 2 thumbs up, a TV and a phone. Thanks, Morag. Much appreciated. I only got notifications live off X, not off YouTube. Well, you see, it's YouTube. They might tell everybody I was live 3 hours after I finished, if at all. But it does, and that doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't surprise me at all. That's good old YouTube. You see, it's like I can have, as we've done, I've had 3 videos that did really, really well, and then they go, "Oh, he's doing a bit too good," and blah, they go straight back down the drain again. It's just ridiculous. Farage has bipolar disorder. No, Farage is just an idiot. He's just a flim-flam artist. He's a snake oil salesman. And I was at the very first conference in Birmingham when he said he's in it for 5 years. Go, what happens when he wins? What do you think of all these dickheads who keep taking our flags down? They're traitors. We should make a note of who they are, and when the day comes, deport them bastards as well. Simple as. Why are you embarrassed and ashamed of your national flag? Probably because you've spent your entire life in an education system telling you you're evil. Funny how many German politicians died. Well, I just said, Steve, it's 7, isn't it? The AfD have just died in strange circumstances, and no one seems to be bothered by it. I don't know, mate, but he's defo paid opposition. Well, the question is, he's probably a Fabian as well. Don't worry about the spelling mistakes. We all make them. Nadine, Doris, and Charlie Mullins. Good luck with that pair. Don't even go there. We'll have a Muslim PM if reform win. That's exactly what I've said many, many times. You go through all my videos I've done, and I've said that once they win, he'll step aside and Mohammed Zia Youssef will become your new Prime Minister. If the French don't like us calling Station Waterloo, let's change the name to Crecy or Agincourt. Would that be? Absolutely. I think we should name all our stations after battle victories over everybody. Yes. And then maybe all the countries that we used to own before Queen Elizabeth II gave them all away again. Peter, ask David Lammy if he's good at history. He's been on Mastermind. Yeah, he was stunning. He's stunning. Was it him who thinks Marie Antoinette invented penicillin or something? It's fucking thick as 2 short bricks. But apparently he's not our deputy PM. Well, he is, but he didn't tell anyone he's our interim one because they are going to have an election over it. So I wonder if we'll get anyone better, which I doubt. But suddenly come back as leader when he thought he had a chance of winning the seat. I thought it was a chance. He is. That's exactly what he did. They actually kicked the guy out of Clacton who was doing a really, really good job, and he got the one who got the position where it was for the voting of Clacton. They kicked him out so they could put him in. I think Lois did this segment about the AFD deaths. I need to watch that, Arthur Collin. Thank you. Hello, Ben Lush. Welcome. Farage went to a posh school next to my comprehensive law. See what doesn't surprise me. I know not everyone agrees with petitions, but there's one do not interested digital ID. I'll be doing videos on that. Don't worry about that. I have done a couple on it, and also how face recognition cameras are going to be linked into it. So watch out. Do you think Farage deportation numbers are anywhere near? No, they're not, and he also won't do it. He actually, before 6 months ago, said it's a political impossibility to deport people. He's full of shit. The man is. Serious question. When will we need to all say "Hail Pakistan"? Well, I'll never do that. You'll have to kill me first. That's simple. Hello, Andrew. Chris, welcome. He guessed Marie Antoinette had a Nobel Prize for physics. Okay. Remember the yellow vests? The only thing that slowed the protest was the Notre Dame Cathedral catching fire, which was convenient, wasn't it? And welcome, Shy Lol's dad. Peter Rich, yeah, traitors local, yeah, CUNC council took down a load in my street and said it's a main road, it's health and safety. It's bollocks. Here in Birmingham, they said you can't fly flags off a lamppost because they're not stressed to carry the weight. What, of a fucking flag? How heavy do you think they are? Yeah, funny enough, they're okay to fly Palestinian flags off. Not the same. But then again, I suppose it's because our flags are steeped in real fucking history, unlike the Palestinian one. Labour got in 12 months. I'm giving them maybe to the middle of next year. I agree. I don't think that. Angela Rayner can Angela Rayner can stand to get a job again. It's fucking mad. David Lemon thought Black Smoke from Vatican was racist to put in complaint. Well, he's one of those. We're all getting tired of black entitlement. I turned my phone off yesterday at 3 a.m. I actually turned the lights off on my phone. I got asked by somebody, well, why? Well, I don't fucking need them. But what happens if? Then I looked at his profile, saw he was a vegan and got his pronouns in his thing. I thought, I'm not even going to bother engaging. What's the minimum number of a t-shirt make you happy? Right. This is how I'd do it if I was in charge. Well, this could get me into some hot water. Yes, crime and politics news. That's exactly what we were talking about before it went off on a tangent, like all my live streams always do, which is cool and great because I love you lot in the chat. This is how we do it. I close the border for a minimum of 10 years. All illegals that were here, that we know where they are, you immediately deport them. Anyone here is on a visa, because remember, it's legal migration that is actually almost double illegal. In fact, I think illegal migration is 4% of the migration totals coming into this country. If you're on a visa, if you're on a student visa, and you've outstayed your welcome, deport you and your families. I don't care. Yeah. I have no issue, and this is the always one. Okay, the one that always happens is, oh yeah, when about yeah? Look, I have no issue with anyone coming into this country who is skilled in a job that we have a minimal amount of skills. We haven't got people to fill them. They're prepared to work here and pay into the system. But anyone who doesn't want to do that, if you want to protest, if you support Free Palestine, get rid of you. Or make it so you understand that if that's what you do, you need to be got rid of. I have no problem. See, the problem is there's a lot of things that you see. I've said that, and I'm thinking, well, actually, no, I shouldn't really say that because freedom of speech. I was wrong to say that because they have the right. No rights to UK passport. Absolutely right. I'm voting you. So that's what I do, pretty much. And as for the border, how do I stop people coming over? Even the borders. I mean, you can stop them coming over right now by this simple statement. Okay, send this to a Labour council if you want, Labour if you want, and if you're listening. I mean, I know they're probably that police special unit. The police are watching because I'm anti-immigration. I'm a threat, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, listen. The way you stop people coming into this country illegally is stop giving them free shit. There you go. That's how you stop it. You don't need anyone in the channels. You don't need anyone. You don't need patrol boats. Just don't fucking give them anything. When they come here, we'll have a few. We got a lot of those little islands up in Scotland because the Scottish think that they want them so they can have them. Got a lot of empty islands. You fucking put them up there in tent cities. And then once they're processed, you send them back. There you go. Problem solved. If you stop giving people free shit, they'll stop coming. At the moment, you could turn up here and you can have for 18 months, even longer, a load of free shit. And then you can have the government, the local people pay for you to get your free shit. There you go. Would you put anyone who eats halal meat? Halal meat is a barbaric way, but the thing is also, and I know this might upset a few people, so is kosher. You can't ban one without the other because they're both the same, really. No. Halal meat, no, you shouldn't have it. It's as simple as that. My God, this chat is going mental at the moment. Keep it coming. I'm trying to keep up. 40k minimum tax code effective. Yeah, absolutely. Haji bless Mahmoud. Yeah, well, except when she was swearing allegiance to the Quran, which means, as far as I'm concerned, she's not a legitimate politician. She hasn't sworn to the Bible, so she can go, yeah, money and paid out. Exactly. Yes, if we give them loads of free stuff, don't give them. Exactly. It is literally that simple. It is literally that simple. Falklands for the tens. Oh, do you want to invite? Well, is it West Falkland? Not many people on West Falkland. Put them on there. Be great. And also that acts as like a barrier. Give them a free ticket home. But that's something else as well. When they do go, we give them $3,000 to say goodbye. So even when they fucking leave, we still give them fucking free shit. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. It's just ban face coverings for crime. But, well, they are. I can't walk into a petrol station with a helmet if I had a motorbike helmet on. I'm not allowed to. So why are they? Same fucking thing. It's bollocks. Hypocrisy. Kosher is actually more stricter than that. Well, there you go. Treat all atoms of content. Exactly. I mean, but, you've got to be careful. The thing is, winter's coming too. It is. And you watch this. We'll start getting now winter storms, autumn and winter storms. And the boat crossings will go down and they'll go, "Gee, we're smashing the gangs." No, it's because it's too fucking rough. They did it when the Conservatives were in power. When the Conservatives were in power, oh, you see, we've smashed them. They're not coming over. It's because the fucking 50-foot fucking waves in the channel. Even the fucking ships aren't going through there. It's just unbelievable. We need ice. We do. We have got them. We have actually got immigration people. They just don't seem to do anything other than turn up every now and again. You give them $3,000, they're back up. Exactly. Right, I've got to go do the beans tomorrow at the house, so take care, everyone. Thanks for popping in, Robert. I'm going to need to bring it to a close as well. It's getting late, and I have things to do also. It's communism, correct? Well said. Thank you, Spooky. But it's that simple. I mean, the thing is, it's like everything else. There are simple solutions to problems. It's just that we don't have the government are the smuggling. I've been saying that for years. That you can't smash the gangs because it's the French and the English. They're the gangs. Simple as. It's blatantly obvious. Always has been. Well, I'm going to have to go. I wish you all a good night. Thank you, Jeff. I've got to go myself in a minute. But yeah, but there are simple solutions. The problem is having the balls to do it and the balls to say things like, well, you're not entitled to anything when you come. You get here illegally. You're not entitled to anything. And they'll stop. Logistics are difficult. We could do 10,000 a day, roughly a year, to deport the commoners. Other taxing and welfare ends it. Exactly. It's oh, cool. What time is it over there? Here, it's currently 22:42 hours. So yeah, it's getting late. Personally, I'm not convinced that giving them nothing upon arrival will solve anything, since the benefits remain the same in France. They mostly come here because they speak English so easy. They don't integrate though. They don't integrate at all. Have you seen any of them integrate at all? And there are other. Don't get me wrong. There are other races that come here and they don't integrate. For instance, the Chinese. They keep themselves to themselves. Is that integration? Listen, guys, we need to get together to fight the globally. Absolutely, we do. 100%. 100%. The problem is, just stop everything. Just don't give them anything. At least a safe country cuts the Home Office out the loop. No illegal aid, no translators. Yeah, there you go. You see, it's easy. It is really easy. Yeah, say things like Larry Fink, you're banned from the UK. Yeah, it's simple. No worries, absolutely average. Thanks for joining me if you've been up since 4 a.m. You're probably falling. Yeah, probably absolute threaders, mate. Absolute threaders. 22.42 hours, not Mickey Mouse time, mate. Yeah, proper. Oh, and by the way, that's Zulu time as well. Stop everything, take care of everyone. Well, exactly. Well, the thing is, look, I have no problem with helping people all over the world. Okay, I have no issue with that, as long as where I live is sorted. So I haven't got homeless people, and all my old people aren't freezing to death, and all that. I want to. It's like my dad used to say: before you start looking anywhere else, make sure your own house is in order before you go and sort everybody else's out. And it is that simple. It's that simple. Anyway, talking about immigration scandals, you laugh, which is only because, well, exactly, John, exactly. The original trial was dispersed all over the country. Have the English say why? Come in by working with the Navy. Well, there you go. And I know a lot of them have come over recently because of what happened in Hong Kong when we gave Hong Kong back for fucking reasons. As people wake up and saying the same thing, unfortunately, we have governments try to WF. Starmer and Macron, WF head boys of the gangs. Yeah, but it looks like Macron might be on his way out. I call my take on this problem. Just make it unbearable for non-citizens so they can't go make it easy for them. I don't understand. What? Exactly. If the government asks you to buy your house to accommodate migrants, what would you say? Go fuck yourself. Please get off my property and go fuck yourself. There you go. That's exactly what I'd say. Pure and simple. Thanks for the stream, especially the Zulu time. No problem. I think when Macron's career collapses, Starmers will follow. Starmers, the wheels are falling off the wagon. Genuinely, they are. Are we back on GMT? I thought we were still on BST Alpha time. Hey, you're right. You are right, but in Zulu time, Zulu times, yeah. You Alpha time, yeah. Zulu. Right. I've been on for over an hour. I was expecting this to be like a 20-minute job, but as always, because of you awesome mother truckers and that brilliant chat, it was just going. And I hope you've all had a good chat to yourselves. Sorry if I missed the things you put on the chat. I suppose I'm gonna have to get used to the fact that chat's going to run quick now because people like coming on to talk. And when I do live streams, and I mean this, when I do a live stream, I like to have a laugh and a joke and not to be too serious. I mean, the video that's up about opening bacon, it's a laugh, it's a joke, because we need it now and again. We need to come together and have a laugh and a joke and take the piss. Yeah. But we also talk about other things. And that's why I do my live streams when I can. And it gives you the opportunity, you wonderful people, to have a chat and to discuss things and come up with ideas and give differing opinions on the chat. And that's great because we all have different things. It's when a certain Starmer's Rent Boy's going on trial. Oh, I don't know. When is that fucking twat from the Manchester airport attack going to get fucking sentenced? Yeah, that's going to be another one of those fucking questions. Give Bella a hug from us, mate. Yeah, she's asleep at the moment, so I will do. No worries. Right then. 20 minutes now goes over 2 hours at least. Yeah, but that's Noel. Noel's very good at his streams, and he likes to. I've got time constraints because it's now 22:47 Zulu, and Mrs. G's home approximately 23:30 Zulu. So I best get a move on. I love bacon. If you don't look, let's be honest. If you don't love bacon, what are you doing here? It's as simple as that. And we have to dispensation to poor PD Rich. Well, that bacon was, we can all relate. How often we try to open a pack, only to have ripped. So the amount of times that I own Dead Master, the amount of times I've gone there and I've gone, fuck. Now I ought to, as you noticed, even then when the pack was there, there's a knife next to it because I know I'm going to get fucking beaten by it. Just like, and the other one is just like, I did one once, I swear to God, as I bring this to close because I really need to. I cut it open and I ripped it off. And it wrapped twice. So I was like, we can't have this then, I guess. We need to laugh or we cry. Yes, Tony, we do. We really do in these dark times. And maybe I should throw out an idea of maybe every now and again, perhaps doing, I don't know, videos of fun stuff and reacting to stupid shit every now and again just to pick it up. Try and give people something to smile about. It might be good. Chris the Bacon, especially after Index. Absolutely. Index indeed. In fact, that's what this is going to be now. We are definitely going to Index. And I'm going to let you get on with whatever you need to do. Some people have been up and just gone. They've been up since 4 a.m. Why the fuck aren't you in bed? Whereas I'm the opposite. I can be up all dark because, well, sometimes in here we don't get an index, and sometimes we have to play through things in our head, but that's the way it is. Aldi Gammon, ham cut-offs for the win. So I hear, and I am going to Aldi Wednesday, so I'm going to get some of that shit. I really am. Well, if to put it in the extra work to love bacon, then so be it. Food-wise, bacon is the love of my life. Can't live without it. You literally can't. I literally can't in any case. So, as we seem to be doing, Index out, Index. I wonder if Raymer will sit beside Corbyn on Wednesday. I couldn't give a fuck what that ginger twat does. That's just me. Right then, I'm calling Index. I am going to call Index. Time to go do what we got to do. Thank you once again. Considering it was an impromptu stream, thanks for your popping on. It's it never ceases to amaze me how many people regularly come on there. Pork. Thank you, Guy. But no, honestly, I am genuinely touched and humbled whenever I do a live stream and I get people coming. I mean, when I did my very first live stream, that was talking about Doctor Who way back in the day. I got 3 people watching, and I was blown away by that. And I'm blown away by this. I'm blown away by everybody having an absolutely fantastic time in the chat and talking awesome stuff. I know a French bulldog who loves Aldi cut-offs. Whose dog don't? So, any case, Index, thank you so much for joining me on this very impromptu. Come on, the French, vive la révolution, and we need to take a leaf out of the French and let's do proper protests. Let's grind the country to a halt. Allegedly, shit, I'm in the UK. Allegedly, let's do that. Maybe not. I mean, it's an idea. It's somebody else's idea. I heard it somewhere on the internet. It's nothing to do with me. Gov, honestly, boss, why are you knocking the door? What do you mean I got to come with you? All call signs, this is 0. Index, I say again, index. Well, it's actually, isn't it? All call signs, this is 6. Index, I say again, index out. And I'll catch you all in the next one.
It was not part of their blood. It came to them very late, with long arrears to make good, when the English began to hate. They were not easily moved, they were icy, willing to wait, till every count should be proved, ere the English began to hate. Their voices were even and low, their eyes were level and straight. There was neither sign nor show when the English began to hate. It was not preached to the crowd, it was not taught by the state. No man spoke it aloud when the English began to hate. It was not suddenly bred, it will not swiftly abate. Through the chilled years ahead, when time shall count from the date that the English began to hate.